The colors were like from a fairy tale, the other world one wants to escape to in a time like now. February wasn't an easy month. As I already shared in my video from the time in the cabin in the woods, few moments of which I share here as a reminder, it was a time when I knew that in April I will have to leave Sweden. For a moment I allowed it to make me feel like a failure, but finally I managed to restore to the trust I have in life and conviction that I'm always in the right place and the right time. And what is a failure anyway? I will probably come back to this subject one day. This was also the period of time leading to the current war, so like many people, I was holding my breath in anticipation. And then, of course, the negative unfoldment took all my energy and motivation away. I felt heartbroken and completely empty. When living in Sweden, I had really great hosts, Bella and Bengt. They wanted to make my time there more attractive, as if living surrounded by all this beauty wasn't enough. One of the trips they offered was to the other side of the mountain, to the lake I swam in the cold water of in August. It was a breeze of fresh air in times of a mind unusually overwhelmed with the current affairs. I have awareness that these things happen for a lot of sometimes very complex reasons, but at the very basic level, underneath the surface, the state of our minds and spirit play an important role. Whether you believe it or not, I've seen it many times that what happens within us has an expression in our outer world. Therefore, like in my case, no matter how many steps we take externally, if there are things in us that need clearing and letting go of, there is no way to move forward and create a new world. I know it may sound very simplistic for some, but I can see it very clearly that for this world to be in harmony and peace, there must be a balance between the feminine, the energy of creation and nourishment, and the masculine, one of action and protection. Of course, I'm not talking about gender here, as we all have both of these energies within us, and like in the outer world, they can co-create or turn against each other and fight. There is so much of confusion that many people no longer know how to differentiate between the right and wrong, and seek for the answers outside of themselves. This is the problem with the modern world. Disconnected from nature, we lose our own wisdom that comes from within, the wisdom that guides us in the right direction and to make the right choices in life, our own compass. As we are getting close to the end of my journey in Sweden, with my last few videos it's probably time to slowly start some summary of that time. Was the northern winter very challenging? I knew what I was doing, where I was going and what to expect, so I was prepared. It wasn't even nearly as bad as I imagined, but I had quite good conditions to live in and of course all the proper clothing. But of course filming in this kind of climate has a lot of challenges, and I had some moments too. Among others, the deep snow to plow through until the loss of breath, the frost freezing my fingers so many times, ever-present ice, as you may already know. But the enchantment with beauty was a dominating feeling. I went to Sweden following my heart and to the far north because I really wanted to see the Northern Lights, at least once in my lifetime. And despite the fact that I only really saw them few times, mostly for brief moments and mostly as a gentle ribbon floating through the skies and tying up the world, despite all these nights spent in an extreme cold outside, losing sleep when waiting for hours to capture barely few second clip, at the end it was all worth it. Because it's pure magic to witness this miraculous wonder of nature.